Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Pisces. It is a general reading. Please keep that in mind. Also, I am currently accepting private reading requests. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, please send your request to the email address in the description box below this video. So Pisces, if this sounds like your story, well, I think that you could be waiting to hear from this person. Okay, they're very stubborn, you know. They would have got very angry very quickly. They have some very intense feelings, which may have turned an opportunity in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like they are very defensive. They can be very explosive. They are like this emperor here who they're constantly wearing armor, you know, under their clothes. And so I feel like they would have got very angry. They are like this Knight of Swords energy here, feeling like a victim, possibly. When it came to something here, they learned something that, or you said something without realizing it that hit a trigger in them that caused them to react the way they did. Okay, so and they we have the storyteller in reverse, so that's obviously not believing somebody's story. Okay, so they may feel, or by something you said or something they learned, they feel like they were being, or felt like they were being misled, or that you were manipulating them somehow. Okay, but all of it is like up in their head because of the swords, feeling like a victim. Okay, because of unresolved issues from the past. Okay, that they're still carrying. They're carrying these old wounds. Okay, so that will need to be addressed. Definitely, it's going to need to be addressed. Otherwise, it's going to be like a thorn in the side of this relationship if it continues. Okay, so I feel like they're very touchy, very moody, and we see right now maybe they're currently not talking, or this has yet to come. This may, if you recognize this person by how I'm describing them, then this could be something that is yet to come, and so you will need to watch out for this. You know, it's like you feel a tower coming, you know, from this person. Sometimes maybe you may even feel like you may have to walk on eggshells around this person, okay, because you know that they are this way, you know. And so, with the merchant in reverse, you could be waiting on this person. You could be taking stock of this situation, wondering if they're going to come back, or if you're going to maybe return to the bargaining table, or if there will be another offer. You would be waiting to hear from this person because I feel like something doesn't feel fair here. Something's out of balance. Okay, I feel like the imbalance may be in this person's thinking, the way they're thinking, the way that they are, the way that they view or perceive things. Okay, and this is coming from these wounds from the past that causes this person a lot of confusion, you know, and can cause them to react quickly out of fear. And so, I mean, it's possible. We have this Six of Shields in the reverse. Six of Shields in the reverse. Well, in the upright, you see you're receiving a visitor. So, I mean, it could be that somebody's not coming to seek you out, or didn't, you know, when you thought that they would. That's a possibility. It could be that an issue has been exposed also with this card, but it's definitely indicating there was some type of bad news that turned the Ace of Coins in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so the Ace of Wands in the reverse can also indicate a cooling off, or somebody needs to cool off. Okay, things kind of got very intense, especially that the moon is here and this person is still hurting, and you may not even know why this is happening, why they're reacting so harshly, badly. Because especially that the moon is here, it can be like puzzling behavior. I feel like they want to come back. They want to come back and make up with you because I have the makeup card here and I have an apology here. But it's like they're still hurting. They're still caught up in the thoughts they were thinking. So, but they do want, they're already thinking of coming back. They're already thinking of wanting to heal. But Temperance is saying adjustments need to be made here. Okay, so although they are not seeking you out, they're definitely thinking of you and wanting to make up with you. Um, the Hermit is somebody like he's saying that there's wisdom to be gained from looking to the past. Okay, so and I feel like this is what this person needs to do. I feel he's here for advice for this person, okay? Because obviously they do love you. They're obviously very, very jealous. And it's very possible this person has been betrayed before in the past. And so this is why they could be carrying an old wound from a betrayal. Okay, and maybe something happened that made them assume that you were going to betray them or you were manipulating them in some way. And so it's like a similar situation that opened up that old wound again and caused them to react badly. And for you, with the moon here, maybe mysteriously, you know. But yeah, so they're not talking. They're being very stubborn about this. Their pride could be stinging, or also they may have difficulty admitting when they're wrong. Okay. But you will hear from them. You definitely are going to hear from them, and they will bring back hope to this situation. So you will get a message of hope, I feel, from this person. They do want to make up. It's right there. They're thinking about it. They're just very, 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 very stubborn. You see, the opportunity to make up is on the shelf. It's right there, but you see how they want to reach for it with their hand. So they really do want this. They want to talk to you. In fact, it's what they're wishing for. They're wishing to talk to you. They're wishing to heal this breach that has occurred because of their behavior. They need to go back and look at their behavior and why that occurred. That will lead them back to the issue, to the problem that they need to look at. Okay, it'll lead them back to the wound. And that's, you know, like it's something that they've been avoiding, not wanting to, thinking they could just sweep it under the rug and it'll just go away. But no, Spirit is saying they have to look at that wound. Okay, so they really can't escape it. Otherwise, this will just keep happening. And so devil in the reverse. They are so stubborn. They are resisting and resisting making the changes that need to be, or resisting even seeing it, because they're very emotional here. And they still want to drink from your cup. They still think about returning to you, but they're just being very stubborn about this whole situation and about how they ended up here, resisting making the changes that are necessary. And they need to understand, if they're watching, that there could be consequences for that action. Okay, so if they're watching, then maybe they might want to go and apologize and own up to a responsibility that for a decision that they've made, or for words that they might have said when they were out of their mind, out of their head here in this energy. Okay, so I feel like things have been said and done that are deeply regretted at this moment, you know, and bear a cost, you know. And so I'm not surprised that the Hierophant is there as well. Our Hermit has returned. And so the Hierophant is saying that they must, and he's pointing his finger, look at him. He's pointing his finger, okay, you need to do this now. That's what he's saying. You need to look at something you've been avoiding. If you are this emperor, you or he, whoever this person is, or she, whoever they are, they may need to work on listening also. Okay. They need to, um, they may need to learn to listen, not just outwardly, but inwardly. I feel like they need to learn what they need to know about how they got to this point, or to this, here. They also need to learn what they need to know about that Knight of Swords energy. Okay. They have the answers. I mean, they always do. It is behind them. People who react like this, and it's something that comes from their past. All right, so the Hierophant is here to tell them that they must look behind them. Okay, and whatever this is, they need to forgive it, to let it go, or to find some way, examine it, look at it, find some way to make it easier and lighter, easier to bear, so that they can move forward kind of unencumbered by it, because it's affecting this relationship. All right. And all of their relationships, more than likely. And so they need to look here in order to make this decision for the future, because here the Hermit is looking past, and here he looks to the future. Okay, so and it's interesting. It's interesting because although he holds his lantern to the future, he's kind of looking towards me, which I'm thinking is like the present. Okay, and so he's kind of, and I think this is really what he needs to do. He's in the present, so he's shining his light on the future, but he's looking at his present, and he's looking at his past, and he needs to. That's exactly what I was saying. The present is the now. How did I end up here? Okay, well, because I want to make this decision to make up with this person in the future, I need to find out how I ended up here, and there's only one way to do that, is to look to the past, to the seeds of the past. Because the seeds they planted in the past are what speaks to this and how it grew. Okay, so the Two of Love is currently in the reverse, but they are going to seek your attention. The Hierophant is also appearing on this card, and he seems to be rewarding this person for the success, for their success. And so I feel like they are going to successfully learn what they need to know, and they are going to come to you to try to get you back here, okay, and tell you that they love you. They want this new opportunity. So there is a happy event in the future, but there is a decision that has to be made first. And I feel like this decision is about looking to the past and figuring out how they got here. Once they've done that, there's no question they're coming back to you. Okay, there's just no question. Their heart is going to lead them right to your door. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.